today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use these wood therapy tools on yourself, on a client, on whoever. Wood therapy has so many benefits, and whether you are doing it for yourself or your body sculptor, doing it on your clients. I know a lot of you guys maybe got training that wasn't really so thorough. So if you are an at-home person looking to do wood therapy on yourself, it is something that you can definitely do by yourself. You don't necessarily need to go and pay for someone to do it. It is convenient. It is a lot of work doing it on your own. I'll let you know that now, but it's definitely doable. This setup I have here, I will leave it linked down below as well. This company, you can purchase it through Amazon. I'm going to just show you guys on myself because, like I said, I want to make this video for people at home or for people who want to do this on their clients. So let's go ahead and get right on into how to use each one of these. Also, this is a complete wood therapy set. It even came with the facial wood therapy. The facial wood therapy is a whole nother thing. I'll go over some of those today too, but I'm just going to show you guys the function of each of them right now. I'm not going to do a full session. If that is something you're interested in, please subscribe and come back because I will be making more videos on this. If you guys are unfamiliar with me, I had a body sculpting channel previously. It got deleted. So I'm back and I am kind of remaking my older videos. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this session on myself. So I'm going to go ahead and put this towel down. I'm going to be using some vitamin E oil that I got from Trader Joe's. You can use whatever topical oils you like. When I was doing my body sculpting business, I was using orange oil, and I would use like grapeseed oil, sometimes grapeseed oil as a carrier, and sometimes I'd make my own oils using like rosemary and things like that, which are good for like stretch marks and cellulite, all kinds of things. But you basically just need some type of oil medium to put on. I'm just going to put the vitamin E oil directly on here. Let's start with the first tool, this one here. And this one is primarily used for breaking down the fat. You're going to want to use this with a flick of the wrist motion. That's the most important thing that I hope you get from this video for this one specifically. It's a flick of the wrist motion, just like that. So you're just like that. You guys see that flick motions like this. And apply a little pressure, but you don't need too much pressure. It is still working. Even if you don't have a lot of pressure applied, especially when you are doing this on others, you're going to want to make sure your client is comfortable at all times because wood therapy is quite painful. And yes, they can be bruised afterwards. So yes, it is normal to be bruised after. And yes, it is normal to be sore after, especially the next day or two. So again, flick of the wrist motion. You can also use this to do motions like this, back and forth, which again is further breaking down those fat cells. I don't know if you guys know, but wood therapy is also good for bloating as well. So if you're someone that gets bloated often, check and look into doing wood therapy regularly, either on yourself or going somewhere to get it done, because it is a game changer. So again, you can do like this with this wood tool, back and forth, back and forth. You can use this on the back. You do this on the back of the thighs, wherever, just like this. And again, flick of the wrist when you're doing the other motion. So let's move on to another tool. This one is the same as the one we just used, except it is rounded. This is more easier if you're like doing the side, easier to get the sides together. This one is also really good if you're doing thighs, because again, flick of the wrist if on your client, just like this, or if you're trying to do it on yourself, this is good because you can do thigh work just like this. It's a little hard to flip the wrist this way, but you can still get it done. So this is also really good for getting the side of the thighs. This is really, really good for the thighs and the sides of the body. And it has the same function as this other one here, and that's breaking down the fat. Again, this one's a little harder to do the flick of the wrist on yourself, but it can still be done. If you have to roll it as such, you can, but try and remember the flicks. And then, of course, you can do this with this one as well, just like the other tool. So let's move on to another one. This one right here is just like the other two we just used, except this one penetrates a little deeper, breaks down fat a little more. I like this one a lot. So I'm going to add some more oil. Be generous with the oil. You don't want to get your skin caught up in a tool or anything, so definitely make sure you're oiled up. This same thing, flick of the wrist or up and down motions. I like to do this one with the up and down motions. You can do side to side with this one as well. This one, again, is a little more painful. It's cutting a little deeper, but really, really effective. Love this tool. Just like that. This can be used on the back of the thighs as well, side of the thighs, arms, wherever. Just like that, guys. Just like that. Okay, moving on. We have, let's do this one here. This one is serving the same purpose as the other ones, and that is to break down fat. This is great for doing on a client. You can have the client in front of you, put this on their belly, and you could be behind them pulling. Or you can do it on yourself, same thing, just like this. Breaking down that fat. Good for the sides as well. This can be used for thighs as well. Okay, again, just like this. This is also good for the back, just like that. Several things you can use this one for. Wood therapy can be used all over your body, just so you know it is safe everywhere. Next, we're going to have this tool here. This is really good for the thighs specifically. This again is a breaking down fat tool. This you can use just like this on your belly, just going around. Going around, going around. Just like that. This one is similar to the little mushroom one. Now I had a bigger one. It came with a bigger one. I can't find it right now, but I wanted to make this video, so I can use the smaller one for now. Let's put on a little more oil. This little mushroom tool. I'm not sure if that's its exact name. That's what I call it. Same thing, kind of like this one. It's breaking down the fat. Just see it right here. This, you're just going to do circular motions just like that. Circular motions. This one feels pretty good, so you can get a little deeper with it. It's not so painful, and you can apply a little more pressure. Just break down that fat. Really get on in there. Circular motions, I find, work the best. And again, really helps with the bloating. If you're someone doing this for bloating and digestive issues, this tool is great. Circular motions. Wood therapy also helps really well with constipation. If you are constipated, you are definitely going to have a good bowel movement after this in the next 72 hours. For sure, for sure. So that's this tool, as well as this, same thing. Really getting on in there. Again, this is good for the back of the thighs, specifically, especially if you're doing it on your own. You can get on in there really, really good. Or if you have a client in front of you, get in on those thighs. Really, really good, okay? Love these two tools. Moving on, we're going to go to this paddle tool here. This is for after you're done breaking down the fat. You're going to use this to push that fat on down into the lymph nodes. The lymph nodes from the belly, as you know, hopefully are here in the groin area. So we're going to concentrate pushing that fat on down, applying pressure and pushing down, just like that. Pushing down, pushing down, pushing down, pushing down, pushing down, down, pushing down, just like that. So when it's used for contouring the body as well, so you can use this on the sides to really like get that waistline together. Just like that. Pushing down, really sculpting, moving the fat where you want it to go. And you can use any part of this paddle. As you can see, I can use this part. I can turn and use this part. I can turn it this way and use this part. You can use any part of this paddle for moving fat. This is to move fat, to transfer the fat. This is not breaking it down. This is to move it. When you are doing the thighs, if you are doing it for someone to lose fat, you're going to go ahead and push the fat down into their knee area. The back of the knees is where the lymph nodes are here. So you would be pushing the fat down that way. If you're giving them a booty lift, you want to push some of that broken down fat up. So you would be pushing the fat up with this paddle. I'm going to do another video where I show you how to do an at-home butt lift using the wood therapy and the machine. So stay tuned for that. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe. But yeah, this is good for thighs. This is good for all over. Again, all these tools are good for all over. You can use them anywhere on the body. Next, we're going to use this cup. Oh no, it's stuck. Okay. This is for moving the fat as well. So here I'm just pushing the fat down, just like I was with the paddle, but I'm using the cup. Cup is really scooping it, pushing it down. I like to use the cup for thigh sections, for moving the fat on up to the butt, moving it on up to the butt, moving it on up to the butt, moving it on up to the butt. Or again, if you are doing a fat loss session, they don't want more junk in their trunk, you can move the fat on down into the lymph nodes areas. You hear that pop? Probably can't hear it so much because I'm running out of oil. But you want to hear the pop when you are doing the cup. That tells you that it is working and it is really getting in there, grabbing that. Again, it's not like a really loud pop, so I hope you guys can even hear it. But you'll know what I'm talking about when you go do this on your own. You'll hear the little boop, boop. That's what it'll sound like. Same thing when you're doing the thighs. Again, you would either be going down to the lymph nodes or up into the butt. Same pop and motion, same motion with the cup. Right now I'm going down. Okay, so that is this one. And now we're going to move on to the facial ones. I'm not going to actually do it on my face. Well, right now I'm going to show you guys look too. I didn't do it before, sorry, because I'm not really doing a session. Again, I will be posting wood sculpting sessions if that's what you're interested in. But already, and you can feel the broken down fat. I feel how loose it is. Like I said, you're going to have a good bowel movement after this. Also, it's important to drink lots of water while doing wood therapy. You're definitely going to pee it out. Pee, poop, or sweat is how the fat will be drained from the body. So for the facial ones, same thing. We have the mushroom one, just like we have the mushroom one for the body. And I have makeup on, so I'm not going to put it on my face. You would be using this. This is great for the neck, like double chins and things like that. And people that just have like fat faces, you can break down some of that fat in your face, because how do you work out a face? It's hard, right? You can't. So this wood therapy is great for if you're trying to get rid of fat on the face. So mushroom one is for getting in there good, just like the body one, just same thing, getting in there, all up in there. Okay. And then we have these two rolling tools which work to break down the fat just like the body tools do. So this one you would be rolling. When you're doing the face, always go up. You don't want to drag the face down. Wood therapy is good for creating a face lift effect. So just make sure you're always going up with the thing. Break down the fat. Like don't do this. Don't go down. Always go up. And then you have the other roller. This is like for smoothing it out and moving the fat. This one's more for breaking it down. The ribbed one. These two are for breaking down the fat on the face. This is more for like moving it. You would use this to move the fat up into the lymph nodes, again, to have it expelled. You have lymph nodes in your neck area, so you would be, you know, moving the fat down. If you're doing the chin, you'd be moving it up to this area of the neck. This is for moving the fat, this one. And then for the face, you also have these two, same thing as the body. You use the paddle to couture, again, in upward motions. You would be using that, or you would be, you know, doing the neck and moving some of that fat down into the lymph nodes to be expelled. So this is the facial tool. And then the same thing, the same little cup, same thing we just did to the body. You would use this to move fat up, you know, couture the face, or, you know, move it into the neck area to be expelled, depending on what you're doing, what your ultimate goal is. So that's pretty much it for all of these tools. That's the simple version. Like I said, if you're looking to see how a session looks, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because I will be posting wood therapy sessions. The next video I will make is going to be the butt lift one. If you are catching this video later on, it's probably already posted, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to show you guys how to do the butt lift using the wood tools. You can use the wood tools alone to create a butt lift effect, but if you have the body sculpting machine as well, that is top tier. Also, that is something that if you're looking to do yourself at home, it'll cost you hundreds, I know, to go do it in the body sculpting shop, because I used to charge these prices when really you can go get yourself a butt machine for about $300. You can get yourself these wood tools for about $100 to $200, and you really could be doing this stuff at home. So if you're interested in that at home stuff, go ahead again and give me a subscribe. If you got any type of knowledge from this video, please go ahead and give me a like. It really helps out my channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you here again soon for another body sculpting video, or some type of video, any type of video. Bye!